Have you ever heard of a boy getting pregnant? I'm sure you haven't. But in today's recap, the story is different, so let's hop into the rabbit hole. Our story starts unfolding in a school. A pregnant girl is shown walking in the premises of the school. We hear a quotation from the narrator. Everyone in this world strives for equality, but many people do not take equal responsibility for mistakes they make together. The episode then introduces to us a boy named Nanai, who is going to become the next school president. Nanai is known for his good looks and being famous among girls. He has scored on almost half of the girls in school. He was also known for getting girls pregnant and forcing them for abortions. Then we get introduced to the new girl in the school. Her name is Ninno. She turns out to be in the same class as Nanai. As soon as Ninno is introduced to the class, Nanai starts to show interest in her, making her his next target. And guys, by the way, their names do have a strong correlation with the moral of the story. So pay attention, as nothing is a coincidence in this story, and definitely not their look-alike names. Anyways, Ninno also seemed to have an eye for Nanai. But then one of their classmates warns our girl to stay away from Nanai and reveals to her how Nanai gets the girls pregnant, then forces them to abort their babies. But Ninno seems to not care about this and assures Lookney that she won't get pregnant. During the lunch break, Ninno is seen sitting close to Nanai, and this makes Chang, who is a best friend to Nanai, and Lookney jealous. They argued about how long their relationship is gonna last. After arguing about how long it will take Nanai to get into Nano's pants, his friend, Chang, thinks of starting some bets on this topic. Chang spread the news of this bet and started collecting money for the bet. Whoever would tell the exact duration Nanai takes to score on Ninno will get all the money of the place bets. And on the other hand, we had Ninno, and Nanai kept getting closer and seemed to be madly in love. In the washroom, Ninno meets Pech, a pregnant girl whom Nanai scored on, and she couldn't abort the baby. Pech tells her about how the whole school is placing bets on her and warns her that she doesn't want Ninno to be a victim like herself. To this, Ninno tells her that if only she thinks she's a victim, she will be one. 3 days after Nanno's first day school, she meets Nanai in the locker room. When Nanai tries to come close to her, she asks him about the exact time since they've known each other. Nanai answers that it has been 3 days, 3 hours, and 31 minutes. Ninno waits for 2 more minutes, and they make out. The next day, when Nanai tells Chang how it took him 3 days, 3 hours, and 33 minutes to score on Ninno, Chang tells him that those are lucky numbers. Now that they made out, the result of the bet was yet to come out. Who was the winner? Who predicted the time with utmost accuracy? It was Ninno. Ninno herself. She takes all the money, goes to Nanai, and teases him by asking who is scoring on whom. It turns out that Ninno purposely made out that perfect time so as to win the bet. Nanai feels miserable knowing this. When Ninno approaches Nanai in the washroom to make out, he's unable to bring the desire to do so. Or in other words, his little boy doesn't work. Getting out of the washroom, he tells Ninno that he wants to break up, giving the reason that Ninno treated him like an object. Hearing this, Ninno laughs an evil laugh and tells him that she did exactly what he does to other girls, treating them like objects. During lunch break, Ninno runs into Pech. Later on during their conversation, Pech shares with her how she tried abortion but failed. Pech also admits that she is happy with her decision of keeping the baby. Then the plot twist kicks in. Nanai approaches another girl and takes her to the locker room. As they were about to make out, the girl saw Nanai's bloated belly and ran screaming. Nanai started being unwell. Vomiting became a regular routine. He decided to go for a checkup. The doctor asked him if he had undergone a sex reassignment surgery or is he a transgender. And boom, the doctor reveals to him that he is pregnant for 15 to 16 weeks and his baby is a girl. The girl who ran screaming seeing Nanai's bloated belly spread the news all over the school, and this got Nanai irritated. He reveals to Chang that he's pregnant. Meanwhile, Ninno makes a video of Nanai admitting that he's pregnant and spreads it. Soon, everyone in the school starts to know about Nanai's pregnancy. The whole school starts making fun of him. He was soon eliminated from being the next school president and lost his image of the model boy of the school. His parents discover this from social media, and his father asked him to take the money and leave the house till he gets rid of the baby. So, he starts living alone. He thinks of ways to get rid of the baby and starts taking abortion pills. But as soon as he swallows the pill, he vomits and blood splashes out of his mouth like a waterfall. He tries to think of another ways, and he ended up with the idea of stabbing himself in order to get rid of the baby, and probably dies due to overbleeding. As he is just about to stab himself, somebody knocks on the door. He sees a note lying on the floor by the door. He reads it and becomes astonished at the realization that Ninno was the one who got him pregnant. He goes to meet Ninno the very next day and asks her about what she had done to his body. Nanno chooses not to answer and teases him by saying that it was fun. On the way back home, Nanai meets Pech and tells her how he totally understands her position now. He apologizes to her and Pech forgives him. Nanai goes to the doctor for an abortion surgery. Instead, the doctor hands him over his born daughter as she was premature. Nanai takes the baby home and thinks of killing her but couldn't bring himself to do that. He starts breastfeeding the baby. After a few days, Nanno visits them. Nanai apologizes to Nanno, but Nanno denies and leaves, telling him that he is taking a good care of the baby. This is how Nanai got the taste of his own medicine. Sounds interesting, right? Now let's get into the theory. The name of the boy, Nanai, means the power and the spells of achieving and receiving affection. In other words, it's a synonym for being gifted with love. But Nanai did not use his gift in anything but sins. Thus, Nanno has been called. But, wait, who the hell is Nanno? It's simple. Nanno is the synonym for the devil in some aspects in the Thai culture. So Nanno was simply a demon having fun with a sinner. What do you think, guys? Let me know your explanations in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Cheers!